They said we're in overtime. We're in overtime. That means we got a runoff. Hey, I was built for this.
Georgia is the third state that could decide the fate of the Senate, and with its second runoff election in just as many years, it's also the second most expensive race this cycle, totaling $262 million thus far. Joining us now is Republican Herschel Walker, who is really good in overtime, I have to say, Georgia Senate candidate. Herschel, great to see you tonight, as always. How are you feeling right now after this wild week where we have so many races across the country still undecided and you're heading to this runoff?
Well, I feel pretty good. The reason why I'm still fighting for the people of Georgia, that's what I got in this race about. It was about the people of Georgia, that they were not represented well in Washington. We have a senator that seemed to be represented in Washington, or California, New York, not Georgia. And Georgia need a champion, and I'm that champion because I'm going to get into Washington and let the people voices be heard and let the people know that they'll have that champion there, because Senator Warnock has not done it since he went to Washington less than 2 years. People see where we're at.
Mitch McConnell is turning to Governor Kemp for help in this race. Politico is reporting that Kemp is loaning his get-out-the-vote machine to the Senate's GOP voter turnout efforts, giving the party entree to a political team that is increasingly viewed as one of the GOP's most formidable state operations. And at the same time, we understand the Democrats have already invested $7 million in get-out-the-vote efforts, which sounds like ballot harvesting to me, which is legal in your state. What's the way to win this race now with the remaining weeks that you have?
Well, it's such a short time, and, the Democrat is trying to buy this seat. They're trying to buy this seat, so that's why I encourage everyone to go to teamherschel.com, contribute to my campaign, but at the same time, I thank Governor Kemp. Stacey Abrams, she had that good machine out also. But Governor Kemp proven that he can beat that machine. He beat that machine by getting people that were going to get out and knock on doors, get out and do the work. That's what I've been doing. I've been doing the work to let the voters know I stand with you guys. I've always stood with Georgia, and I will continue to stand with Georgia, because right now what I want to do, I want every kid in Georgia, every kid in the United States of America to have that America dream that I've had. Well, if Senator Warnock get elected back to the Senate, they won't ever have that chance to have that dream. Well, and I said, not on my watch. Not on my watch, because I've been blessed, and I want everyone else to have those blessings as well.
Herschel, I was talking to a friend of mine who used to live in Georgia, and he said the way to guarantee Herschel's win is not about money. It's about unity, Republican unity. Would it be not ideal for you and for your runoff chances to have Donald Trump on stage, Ron DeSantis on stage, Glenn Youngkin, and Governor Kemp, and anyone else who is a prominent Republican conservative all together, putting all their differences aside and urging the voters to get out to save this Senate for Republicans? Wouldn't that be ideal?
Well, that would be totally ideal, and I would absolutely love it, because this is not an ego for Herschel Walker. This is about the people of Georgia. This is about the people of the United States of America. That's what I got in this race about. I said, I want to bring unity into this country. Right now, the guy I'm running against want to divide. The left want to divide, because that's how they conquer. They want to divide us. Well, in my great Bible I read, it says a house divided cannot stand. Right now, this country is we're separated. We're separated because you even see our president, he want to divide us. You see Senator Warnock want to divide us by saying, America need to apologize for its whiteness. The problem with America is racism. Well, we have problems here, but we're still the greatest country in the world. You don't see people trying to cross the border to get into China, trying to cross the border to get into Russia, but they're trying to get into the United States of America because we got the greatest thing right here.
Herschel, the big line out of the media this week has been MAGA, Make America Great Again, like populist conservatism, is extreme. What do you say in reaction to that? And it's the mantra of the left, that they think it works for them, so they're going to keep repeating it. So America first is now extreme.
Well, let me say this here. If you live in America, shouldn't you want America to be great again? If you live in America, you should want America to be great again. I would never announce I want China to be great again when I'm living in America. Right now, the people in Washington has put us second. Right now, they want to pretend like we are this country that has done things so bad, but yet we've come so far. We've advanced so far, and now they want to take us back. And I'm one of the people, and I say this here, the green agenda, when we're prepared for it, I'll be the first one to raise my hand. Right now, we're not prepared. Right now, we're not ready. Right now, we're putting ourselves in a national security problem because we're not securing the border. We're putting ourselves in a national security problem because we're giving up our energy to our enemy. We're putting ourselves in a national security problem because we're not leaders anymore in Washington. And when the United States lead, this whole world does well. Well, right now, we're not the leader, and the people in Washington seem to be okay with it. We can do better, and I want everyone out there to know that this is not the new normal.
All right. Herschel Walker, I can't wait to see how this unfolds, but I would not bet against you in overtime. Herschel, thanks so much.